So hello and welcome back to Accidentally Country. What I have behind me is an 80-foot to 100-foot tall, completely dead tree. And here's what we know about dead trees. If you don't cut them down, they're going to fall down anyway. So you might as well have control over your tree and try to cut it down the direction that you want it to fall. So let's try to cut this beast down next on Accidentally Country. So before we cut down a tree, I want to give you a few helpful tips. One is make sure you wear protection when you're cutting down one of these trees. You want a hard helmet, especially because some of these branches, especially if they're dead, could fall, and you want to make sure you've got protection here. And of course, this has eye protection as well for a chainsaw and anything that may shoot out. Also have these protective chaps on and steel-toed boots that will help with the chainsaw. It's just extra protection. Hint number two, when you're cutting down a tree, make sure you have an escape path already planned out. Make sure that escape path is clear of debris. You don't want to trip over something if you're trying to get out of the way pretty quickly. Step number three is don't panic. Sometimes these trees can fall a direction different than what you thought they would fall. Look up, calmly identify which way it's going to fall, and exit quickly from that location. The next step is try to cut the tree down in a direction where there's not other trees. It can be a little bit dangerous and maybe not fully fall if another tree catches it. In my situation, I have trees everywhere. I don't have a great location to send it down. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best, but this thing has to come down. The last step is if there is a direction this tree could fall that could hit a house or property, just don't cut it down. Call a professional. It's not worth the risk. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is to cut a 70-degree angle notch out of this tree. Only going to cut it through about 1/4 of the tree. Now we're going to go diagonal here, and then we're going to cut out here. Now for you smart folks that are good at math, understand I took geometry twice, so if you're looking at this from home and saying that's not 70 degrees, just do what I do. Okay, here we go. So now that we have this notch cut out, what we're going to do now is we're going to go in from the back side. So what I used to do, and this is the wrong thing to do, is I used to cut it completely parallel, even to where this is cut. And what I realized is that's actually an incorrect method. What you want to do is go up a few inches higher than this to cut it right around here. What it'll do is it'll help create a notch right here and help the tree fall in the direction you prefer it to fall. So let's give it a try. Cross our fingers, hope this works. You can see this hinge that I made here from cutting it a few inches higher in the back. That hinge helps the tree fall in the right direction. What also helps it fall in the right direction are those little, I'll call them tree stops, I forgot what they're called, that you hammer into the back. One thing is it'll help the tree get a little boost and lean the direction you want it to lean. Second thing that's really good is it'll help the tree not fall back and pinch the chainsaw, which gives you a very interesting dilemma when you're trying to escape from a moving tree. So these definitely took a bit of a hit. The good news is they're just a couple dollars on Amazon, so I'll be ordering more for the next tree. But with that said, I hope that helps you learning how to cut down a tree. Just remember, I'm not a professional, and this is very dangerous. So it's a great thing to try at home, but make sure you're doing all the safety precautions so you don't get hurt. In the meantime, I've got a bunch of wood to split now to make more firewood for the winter. So thanks for watching Accidentally Country, and we'll see you next time.